Good afternoon and welcome to Scottish Geography Classroom, where we are going to have a quick look at what's involved in the National 4 and 5 course content. Going to try and keep all the videos to 6 minutes, so we've got a lot to talk about. Let's get going. So, National 4 and 5 Geography 2020-2021, what do you need to know? This is as much as we do know. Obviously with this current climate we are completely different and this is all completely new, so we're just going ahead as new instructions have not come out, and this is previously what we've always had to do before. So National 5 assessment is one exam paper and it's worth 80 marks. It's made up of physical environments, human environments and a global issues questions. You also have an assignment to do which is worth 20 marks. And overall for National 5 Geography, your grade is made up out of those 100 marks. For National 4, the same topics are covered and the same aspects must be completed. The big difference is that National 4 does not sit a final exam. You have individual tests which must be passed throughout the year, and these are done at different stages, so they're very nicely broken up. You still have to complete the assignment, but it does not have to be done in the 1 hour time limit. So you're less restricted by time throughout this, and it's to give you that more relaxed atmosphere that you might need to actually kind of be as successful as you're capable of being. So part 1, physical geography. Physical geography is about the weather. So factors that affect the weather, air masses and their impact on people, and the characteristics of depressions and anticyclones. We also look at glaciated upland landscapes and coastal landscapes and explain the formations of different features that we find there. There is the option of changing glaciers and coasts for rivers and limestone landscapes, but that's not what I choose to do. Land uses and land use conflicts in environments you have studied. So whichever locations, landscapes you have studied, whether it's glaciated uplands and coasts or rivers and limestone, you'll then be asked questions based on how people use that landscape and how they may come into conflict with each other. Part 2 is looking at human geography. Human geography looks at population, why people live in different locations around the world, factors affecting birth and death rates around the world, and what development indicators are, and how they affect the level of development that countries have. Rural is all about the changes that have occurred in developed countries' farming sector, and we look at the developing countries' farming sector. And finally, we look at urban environments, the characteristics of land use zones in developed world cities, how developed cities have changed in recent years for city centres, for out of town and different shopping centres. Then we also look at the recent changes which deal with issues in shanty towns in a developing world city. And our final part is global issues. So the global issues, you choose 2 from the 6 different topics. Normally we just choose them for you, but we have a wide range now and we'll discuss these with you in future about which ones you wish to do. So you can look at climate change, the causes, effects and solutions to that, natural regions, so the rainforest and tundra, what goes on here and what problems are occurring, environmental hazards like volcanoes, earthquakes and tropical storms, what happens with them, how they form, and also the devastation that they have and how people manage those, trade and globalization, tourism, how different places attract tourists and the impacts that these tourists have on people, and health, looking at different health conditions that affect around the world. Very topical right now. The final part that you have to be aware of is you also have to apply your geographical skills. So you'll have to use your knowledge of geography to understand and tackle skills questions, which will involve you using map evidence to support your answer. So it might be, is this a good location to build a new housing development? It's flat because there's no contour lines, but it's next to the water, so it might flood. But you have to come to a conclusion for that and design your answers. That's the National 4 and 5 content. For more information, you can find information at the SQA website, which is below. And the following 2 companies, like Hodder Gibson and Leckie and Leckie, have the relevant textbooks, which are also linked below. BBC Bitesize also has lots of really good information, as does Bright Red Publishing. They've got a really good digital zone and a good textbook course as well. So hopefully that's enough information and gives you a better idea of what we're doing in National 4 and 5 Geography course. And we'll speak to you later on the next video.